Imagine a territory of 2,000 square kilometers. That's twice the size of Berlin, or almost half the size of Belgium. If you decide to go there tomorrow and plant your own flag, technically, no country in the world will challenge you. Welcome to Bir Tawil. It's the only place on Earth outside of Antarctica that doesn't belong to any state. It's called Terra Nullius, land belonging to no one. But the strangest thing isn't that this territory is empty. It's that the two neighboring countries, Egypt and Sudan, are actively fighting to not own it. To understand this absurd situation, we have to go back in time to 1899. At that time, the British dominated the region. As they often did, they drew a perfectly straight border along the 22nd parallel north. It was simple, neat, and placed Bir Tawil in Sudan. But only 3 years later, in 1902, the British realized that this straight line didn't reflect the reality on the ground. They then drew a second border, the so-called administrative border. This time, they took into account the grazing lands used by the local tribes. Bir Tawil was then annexed to Egypt, while another, much more valuable territory was given to Sudan, the Hala'ib Triangle. And that's where the trap was sprung. Because the Hala'ib Triangle, located on the Red Sea coast, covers 20,000 square kilometers. It possesses resources, gold, oil, and strategic access to the sea. Bir Tawil, on the other hand, is nothing but a block of sand and rock, without access to water and without any exploitable resources. Today, Egypt claims the 1899 border. Why? Because on this map, the rich Hala'ib Triangle belongs to it. But by doing so, Egypt automatically relinquishes Bir Tawil. For its part, Sudan claims the 1902 border. Why? Because on this map, it is the one that reclaims Hala'ib, and by doing so, Sudan also rejects sovereignty over Bir Tawil. This is a unique geopolitical paradox. If one of the two countries claims the small desert of Bir Tawil, it implicitly admits that the great treasure of Hala'ib belongs to its neighbor. It's a lose-lose game where silence is the only strategy. And naturally, this legal vacuum has attracted adventurers and dreamers. In 2014, an American named Jeremiah Heaton crossed the desert to go there himself. His goal? His 7-year-old daughter wanted to become a real princess. So he planted a blue flag with 4 stars and a crown and declared the creation of the Kingdom of North Sudan. Of course, his kingdom exists only on the internet. Neither the UN nor any government has bothered to respond to his request for recognition. Because in the real world of diplomacy, a country only exists if its neighbors accept its existence. Ultimately, Bir Tawil is much more than just a geographical curiosity. It's a silent reminder that our modern borders are sometimes nothing more than imaginary lines, drawn a century ago by men in offices in London, and that the value of a piece of land depends less on its size than on what one is willing to sacrifice for it. Bir Tawil will likely remain what it has always been, a peaceful patch of desert, protected by the world's indifference.